All right, everybody, it's been a couple of days and we're back at this fireplace project here. Let me turn around the camera and I'll show you what my next steps in my process are going to be. Here we go. So we found these old bricks just laying out in the dirt. Looked like they had tried to make a pathway out of old reused brick. So there's plenty of brick laying around for us to stack one layer of brick on top of this hearth. And the reason why we're doing that is because we have our gas line stubbed out here. So the original gas line right there inside the fireplace, we had an inspection on the property. Inspector came by and caught that out of the corner of his eye and thought that it wasn't actually in good shape, and he would have been right. As soon as he touched it, that thing broke off. So we hadn't even considered that there would be any issues with gas lines in the fireplace, because we didn't actually know or look close enough to know that there was a gas line or a gas assist line here for this particular fireplace. So that took us back to the drawing board. We had to replumb a new gas line from the outside, drop it down through this wall. Fortunately, we have the wall right here was all open and exposed. In fact, the whole room was down to stud at one point. But now we've got this run back through. It's coming from the roof, dropping right down here, down this column, and we've got our gas line attached to here. We also have a shutoff valve in the wall, so it's two shutoffs there. And we did that for a couple of reasons. One was that the particular inspector that we were working with wanted to see this line have a physical valve and a cap on it, even though we've got a valve there. So not a big deal. We threw it on there, just make everybody happy. In this case, we're just going to leave it and bury it up underneath the hearth piece when we're done. So how am I going to attach these bricks, you ask? We have plenty of leftover bags of thin set, so I don't really care that the bricks are set, glued down perfectly. I just want them to not move when I put the concrete hearth on here, or the mortar based hearth on here. So I'm really just adding them down with thin set, just to keep them from wiggling, just to keep them from shifting around when I move the hearth. The hearth, it takes 2 to 3 people to lift this thing. It's big, it's bulky, it's awkward. We haven't got the form off of it yet. That'll be coming in the next clip, and you'll see. So it actually turned out to be a lot heavier than we were expecting when we first designed it. So here we are. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to thin set this up, and we'll shoot another quick video after this is done. Maybe with the thin set on here, we can take some of this lippage out along here on the brick and make it a little bit smoother. Either way, not super concerned about it. I'll probably smear one more layer of thin set over it just to flatten it out, possibly once it's done. I don't know. It depends on how good it comes out and how ambitious I get. But otherwise, this is just there just so that we can raise it up a little bit to get that gas line in there. And then we're going to bury that under a new base of fire brick. So we're going to put a fancy burner in there and some fancy glass, I think, when we're done. We haven't got that far yet, but let's see where this takes us. So on to the next step. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.